Hello my dear students. So today I am going to start the next topic, that is explanation of law of supply. So in the case of law of supply we have done that other things remaining constant. When the price of a commodity increases, the quantity supply increases, and when price of a commodity decreases, the quantity supply will degrade. It shows the positive relationship. Okay, the law of supply shows the positive relationship or the direct relationship between price and quantity supply. That means when price of commodity increases, quantity supply will also increase. When price of commodity decreases, quantity supply will also decrease. So this type of relationship, when one factor is increasing, other factor is also increasing. When one factor is decreasing, other factor is also decreasing. So we can say that this is a direct relationship or the positive relationship. And because of this positive relationship, we know that the shape of the supply curve will be upward sloping. Okay, shape of supply curve is upward sloping. So this upward sloping shows that there is a positive relationship between price and the quantity supply. Now we have to know the reasons. What are the factors that causes the upward sloping or the positive relationship between price and quantity? So the first point we have or the first reason we have, the label of price determines the amount of profit. Okay, the label of price determines the label of profit. Means if the price is high, the profit margin will be more, and if the profit margin is more, that higher profit acts as a incentive for the producers. Okay, incentives means reward. Okay, and that reward encourages the producers to produce more and offer for a sale of more quantity in the market. Once again listen, what is the reason for that upward sloping or the positive relationship? The first reason is that higher the price, higher the profit margin, and if the profit margin is high, that will encourage, that acts as an incentive for the producers, and that encourage the producers to produce more and offer for a sale more quantity of commodity in the market. So that is the first explanation. Okay, so the second reason for upward sloping or the positive relationship between price and the quantity supply is due to marginal cost of production. So what is that marginal cost of production? Marginal cost of production means additional cost. So when we produce more and more units of commodity, the marginal cost of production, additional cost of production increases. So in order to cope up with that additional cost or increasing cost of production, the producers have to increase the price. Okay, to cover the cost of production. So when price increases, obviously the quantity supply will also increase. And once the quantity supply increases or price increases, and because of that increase in price, quantity supply will increase, and that will generate more profit for the producers. So that increase in profit will encourage or motivate the producers to produce more and supply more commodity in the market. Now third point we have, when the price increases, we know that the profit margin will increase. So that increase in price will not only motivate the existing producers. Okay, existing producers. So existing producers means those producers who are already producing the commodity. So once the new producers or the one who is willing to start business or willing to start production, when they see that the existing producers are earning higher profit, so what happens that they also get induced by this existing producers. So we can say that when the price is high, that not only motivate the existing producers but also induces the new producers to produce and offered for a sale in the market at a higher price. So when the new producers are entering and starting, the supply will increase. So why the supply is increasing? Because of that high price. So price is high, that's why the quantity supply is also increasing, and because of that there is a positive relationship between price and the quantity supply. Next topic we have time period and supply. So time period and supply means how supply of commodity is related with respect to time. What happens in the short run, what happens in the long run, what will happen in the long run or short run, okay, whether the supply of commodity will increase or decrease. So that we are going to discuss in this time period and supply. So first one we have, let's consider time, okay, time period. So first one we have time period. Now time period is a very short period, okay, a very short period in which the supply of commodity will remain fixed. It is not possible to increase the supply of commodity within that very short period of time. Especially it happens in the case of perishable items, okay, vegetables, fruits, etc. So whatever the vegetables we have grown for that particular season, that will be, the supply will be fixed. If you want to increase more production, we have to wait for at least 2 to 3 months to harvest more amount of that vegetable. So here we can see that especially in the case of perishable items, the quantity supply of the commodity will remain fixed in a very small period of time. That can be also represented with the help of a diagram. Now suppose say this is your quantity supply axis, this is price axis, this is our origin. Now in the case of this time period, as we have mentioned that the supply of commodity will remain fixed. So suppose this is S and S1, okay. So here whatever may be the price for the commodity P1, P2, P3, doesn't matter, the supply of commodity OS is the supply of commodity that will remain fixed, okay. Now in the case of short run, now next we have time period short run. In the case of short run, the supply of a commodity can be adjusted, increased over period of time. Now we have to know how the supply of a commodity is possible to increase over short period of time. Now for any firm, they cannot install new machine and new equipments to increase the production, and they cannot increase the plant size to increase the production, but what they can do that they can increase the number of shifts. Whatever the workers they are working there, they can divide into 2 shifts, maybe morning shift and evening shifts, and they can divide the workers so that the machine can be optimum utilized, okay, optimally utilized to increase the production. So from morning shift also the production can be increased, from evening shift also production can be increased. So total production can be increased by dividing into 2 shifts or increasing more number of laborers. Whatever the machine equipments that are there, that will remain fixed. We cannot change or we cannot increase the number of machine equipments, plant size in a short run, okay. Now the shape of supply curve. So supply curve, so here also the production can be increased, S2, so that S2 represent, this S2 represent short run supply, short run supply curve, and it indicates that with a certain period of time the supply of commodity can be increased, supply can be increased over period of time. But supply cannot increase by installing more machine, more equipment. How supply can be increased? by dividing the shift, okay, maybe morning shift, evening shift. As we have seen in the many factories, what they are doing, that if the plant size is small, if it is not possible for a plant to increase the number of machine equipment, so what they are doing, whatever the number of machine they have, whether they have 5 or 10 machine, so they are continuously utilizing that 10 machine by increasing the number of workers or dividing the number of workers in morning shift, evening shift and day shift. So in that way they can expand the production. So that is the case of short run. Now next situation we have long run. Okay, next situation we have long run. So in the case of long run, what happens, that the production can be increased either by increasing both the factor, labor as well as capital. In the case of short run, the production can only increase by changing the variable factor, that is labor. Machine equipments will remain fixed. But in the case of long run, both labor and capital are what factor? Variable factor. So production can be increased by changing both labor as well as capital. So capital means they can install more number of machine equipments, they can increase the plant size, okay, and hence the production can be increased. Now in the case of long run, the shape of the supply curve will be more flatter. So supply curve will be more flatter in the case of this. Suppose this is S3, S3. Okay, S3 is the supply curve. This is for the long run. This one is for short run, and this is the case of time period, very short period. Okay, time period or very short period. So in the case of very short period or time period, the supply will be fixed. That's why it is straight line. Supply curve will be straight line. In the case of short run, the production can be increased by changing only the variable factor, that is labor, by increasing the number of shifts or increasing or employing more number of labor. So the supply curve will be little flatter. In the case of this long run, the shape of supply curve will be more flatter. It implies in order to increase the production, both labor and the capital can be increased to increase the production. So this is the case of this long run. So there is a relationship between time period and the supply. Okay, in short run supply will be less, in long run the supply will be more.